What is up, you guys? It's your buddy Kaiju, and welcome back to another figure review. And today we are reviewing the Lego Bionicle Master of Fire figure, Tahu. Now, I got this figure at legostore.com. If you want this figure, pick it up there. This figure, oh my god. This figure here, man. It's my new favorite Bionicle figure. Let's take a look at the packaging. Ages 8 to 14, Lego number 70787, 89 pieces. Tahu, the Master of Fire, and got a nice figure, picture of the figure, the golden mask, skull spider right there. And if we turn it around, we get the Protector of Fire right up there. Then we have the Master of Fire. We got a nice picture of the figure, the function that comes with the figure, how to attach the skull spider, and the function of the mask, the golden mask. And I'm not gonna be doing that right there. Just to let y'all know, there's a comic right here, and I noticed something. Oh, never mind. There it is. There's the warning. I was gonna say there's no warning on this package. I mean, so I guess people can put these in their mouth. Since he's the Master of Fire, you know, it's probably spicy. And let's crack this thing open. Here is Tahu, the Master of Fire, and he is a skinny thing without all his armor. What do you say? No, just fall over, Tahu. What do you say we get his armor on, so that way we get him looking right? And there he is, all suited, booted, and ready for action. Now, this figure completely blows away their competition. Get what I did there? Blows away, explosions, fire, Master of Fire. Get it? No? Okay. But, he has some really massive weapons. I mean, let's get a load of these weapons. Well, first, let's get into, just lean up over there, because my platform is really, it's unstable. I have yet to figure out a way to fix it. But first, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at, the skull spider he comes with. Same skull spider as the Protector of Fire, excuse me. All same thing, 4 points of articulation. I'll set that over here. Now let's get into the weapons. Now this here would be his fire sword. He holds it right here, and they see it has the fire element in there, you know, for the element charge. Looking pretty freaking sick, man. And that's a massive weapon. I mean, see it in my hand? I mean, it's like you could take, you know, just look at this, just now, if you take these two weapons and you connect them together like so, you make Tahu's lava board. Now, there are some defective boards out there where you had to apply heat and mash these things in so that way they stay secure, and unfortunately, I have the defective board. But that it doesn't bother me one bit for this reason. Let me connect it. Try to get this thing connected. Here we go. It does not bother me for this reason. This little black piece, because you just take this little black piece, slip it on right there, and that thing's not going anywhere. And you're supposed to have the black piece on there, and now it is now his boogie board for lava surfing. And we'll get to what that looks like on him in just a minute. Let's get into the figure itself. Just the awesome piece with the red and the gold. Look at that chest crest right there. People, for some reason, don't like the chest crest on the Masters, but it doesn't really bother me. There's his face. Really freaking awesome. He has a function which allows you to move both his arms simultaneously. You can put his weapons in his hands and, you know, move it around, have him. Now you have to be careful because there is a ball joint sticking out right here that these things right here tend to get caught on. And see how I'm getting more movement. See, I'm getting more movement, and so you can go a whole 360 with that. And all the gears are functioning inside of here. That way you get a look at what's going on inside there. It took me a while to get that together. And then he has these protrusions right here that lift up, and you can't see. This is a really tall figure. You have these protrusions that stick up, and you could just position and maneuver these however way you want to. Make him look really cool and awesome. Now also these things, fold them back down. These things are also golden swords. Now, if that doesn't make a statement, he has so many weapons, and he also comes with a second mask. As you can see, he has on his red mask of fire, but there is also the golden mask of fire. And for those who want to see what that looks like, let's just pop this mask off, put this one on, and bam! Looking pretty awesome. I do think that is a little too much gold. And that's my TV in the background. That's Dashi XP and Jesse playing Dungeon Nightmares. You know, Dashi XP and Jesse from Prank vs. Prank and BF vs. GF. Now here is the skull spider attachment onto the figure, and as always, that is a horrible freaking look. I hate that, and I get to do this again. Off with you. I love doing it. But put this back on. Now for his boogie board, and as you can see, he's got two black pegs sticking up. Those attached to the bottom of the feet. Let me line that up, get this going. There you go. And so now you can get Tahu lava surfing, one of his favorite things to do in the history of Bionicle. Reposition his feet. You get him lava surfing, just okay, let me quit playing around. Quit playing around, Kaiju. Doing a review. And these things do tend to pop out every time I switch them. No big deal. I just plug them right back in. Really awesome figure. Now, let's get into the articulation of the figure. Now, besides the funky can move his arms, you can, if you hold one arm and lift this arm up, come up that far, it's a little hindered due to this big giant piece of armor. If you move it down, you can move this armor out of the way, and it's hindered some more right here. Has a bend, a 90-degree bend at the elbow, and I have really got to turn that down. Now that I have turned my TV down, he has a 90-degree bend in the elbow. Hands are on ball joints, you can move and tilt that freely. Put that there. Legs go all the way out. They're a little hindered due to those golden pieces right there. Now, they are connected with these things right here, so if you sometimes move a little too quickly, it'll pop off on you like that. No big deal, just reattach it. There you go. But he can move his legs for a really high kick. Bring that back down. A little bit more than 90-degree bend at the knee. And the ankles are on ball joints so you can move and tilt those freely. Same thing at the ankles as it is up here at the very upper thigh. Has that little piece, so do be careful. And bring this back down. I like to keep these golden swords displayed like that. It just looks better to me than having them, you know, the original way. Now let's get into some comparisons. And here we have the Protector of Fire and side by side with the Master of Fire, and he is just over. This isn't even a freaking comparison. This is a freaking mutiny. I'm sorry, Protector of Fire, but you're the only one with the same element as him. You know what? I was just looking at this figure, and I'm sitting here thinking this is a really, really tall figure. And who else to compare him to than my tallest figure in my collection? Predator. And here we go side by side with Predator. What used to be my tallest figure. Now Tahu is towering over the great Predator. And that is Tahu, the Master of Fire. And I gotta rush Predator to the emergency room. Tahu broke a tusk. Bad Tahu. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know, hit up with my freaking pinky, hit up with a thumbs up. Hit up with a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, do all the good stuff. I'm repeating myself. Stop it, Kaiju. Subscribe to Super Panda Official. Subscribe to Kaiju Games. And yet again on Kaiju Games, I'm working on it. Until next time, guys, later.